something that you said there. It's so interesting. It's about the third time this has come up this week, and I've had many life statements or life mantras or vision statements or whatever you want to call it. I've had those before, and like a good workout plan, they work really good for a season, right?
Can be helpful. They can be helpful for sure.
they can be helpful. I think they help you really. What you're getting into there is again, to throw it back to Simon, is to know your why, right? To know
Hmm.
what is it that I'm ultimately after anyway? Because I think a lot of times people jump into hot endeavors or new trends, right? And they think I'm supposed to be doing this because this is the next natural step. Rather, what they should be asking is, what's my next natural step, not the next natural step. And
Where it's
I love
where
how
it's
that
helped
guided you.
where it's helped me, Dustin, in a lot of ways too, is in the different seasons of life that we're all eventually going to find ourselves in, whether we want to or not. Um, it's helped me to actually embrace this season where I believe that my experience and my ability to point those that are maybe at an earlier stage have a lot more energy, a lot more ambition than I do, to point them in the right direction. It helps me to understand, just frankly, my value and my worth in a season where a
There
lot
you
of
go.
guys will get and they'll start kind of reaching for it or grasping for it, right? Because things change, right? Emerging leaders are coming and you feel marginalized. If we can
Yeah.
embrace why we're still very important to the process and to the org and to other orgs, I think that helps me. And again, it's a daily battle, but it helps me emotionally and in my own well being to understand why I'm waking up every day, the why of why I'm waking up every day. If I can
Yeah.
remind myself, like, listen, I'm not as frequently on that front line as I used to be, and I don't really
Yeah.
want to be, but I want to be in a position where I can constantly point what I call warriors. I can point them right to that. Dustin, you're kind of in that
Yeah.
warrior stage. Like, hey, Dustin, here's what I've learned. Here's where I would go. Go. Let me know how that
Yeah.
goes. Every once in a while, right? With my guys that I'm leading on my church staff every day, I've got to put the armor on. I've got to strap the sword on. I've got to get in there. But what I'm learning
Mm.
is after a while, they'll even say to me, like, hey, we're good. You can go ahead and put that sword away for a while and we'll let you know, right? When we
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's cool, right? But you also
It's
need
great.
those times where you're fighting shoulder to shoulder with them because of credibility, etc. But most of the time my role now is to keep going, okay, here's where we're headed. Don't forget where we're headed. And that stretches into the work that I do with other nonprofits, leaders, and churches. It's the same exact thing.